offense with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flare up, flare up, flare up, flare up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. And off we go here from Mile High. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now, a man who won a rushing title wearing silver and black is Josh Jacobs. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
26. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. To the outside, a catch made by Moore.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On fourth down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. That's taken at about the 14. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. It's a gain of 43 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll get this to his tight end, Jatavian Sanders. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
First down, Las Vegas.
32.
They try to throw again. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball right on the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal. That one taken in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This is taken in at the goal line. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Moore. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
DJ Moore. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At
From the
24
24 now,
line.
here's 2nd and 6. First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's out wide to Warren. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
This one, complete. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. And what a nice job there, getting his feet down on the sideline to secure his first catch of the game. They need to continue to find ways to get him involved, however the opportunity presents.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It's 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. Go.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Let's go.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Ready. 70 Lions.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. A short one there to Otten. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. Get up.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Now, faking the give. Out to his right. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Man in motion here is Jennings. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
1st and 10.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
He's across midfield with a 49-yard line.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Moore. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And he did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready, ready?
He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Back to throw. In the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
For a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Go.
Here's Jacobs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal.
Viking 18.
They'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
Shut up.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2. The 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
The Raider 1st down.
They'll go play action here with Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down.
39-yard line.
To throw it again, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33.
Ready? Hawk 70.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. Loose inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Broncos. Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He's got room past the 35. He's close to a 1st down. The gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
Exiting the pocket right. Throw on the run is complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. A gain of 4.
Atwell sent in motion here. A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Moving outside the pocket. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal. Now Williams. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw is Williams. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown Raiders. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 14.
Coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Jackson now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. Second and inches.
Go! 72.
He'll drop to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown.
Talk about establishing yourself in this league as a young player. You don't have to be perfect. But, man, when you get opportunities to make big plays, when they come your way, you got to take advantage of it, and boy, did he ever.
Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good, so add one more, and it will take a first-half lead into the locker room. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. A play fake. Now Williams. Back to the right. Caught by Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Kershawn Wharton getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. Throwing on second down. Williams. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Williams. That ball into the hands of Atwell. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. 33 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
2nd and 10. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Throwing again, Williams. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ready, ready. Ready, go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Jackson now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's second and
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. A coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete.
And this is exactly how they coach it. Once he realized he wasn't going to get home, he does the next best thing. Get that big old hand up and knock the ball away.
They'll throw here on third and short. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's just a mistake by this quarterback, Mike. That's just really inexcusable. You can't continue to push your luck. And at a level like this, against defenders this good, you continue to put the ball in harm's way, eventually, they're going to make you pay.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Jackson now to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Mason Graham in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs. So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Vegas.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Brings up second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's second down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
Trying to hook up with Heath Upton that time around. Now it's going to be third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. Go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Blue. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
That is caught side of the end zone. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Denver.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Sanders. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
He'll get this quickly to Warren on the RPO. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Williams to the air once more. Right back to Warren again. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throw it again. It's Williams. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The main goal for these quarterbacks when they're facing zone defense, Mike, is to identify the soft spots quickly. You need your guys to get open and stay open, all before that defense has a chance to get home with their rush. They want to tie the coverage in with the rush unit. Like you see here, when you can get good protection and your receivers can get open and find those open spots, when you deliver the ball on time, there's a lot of room to operate.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Now Williams. He's got his big tight end. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Las Vegas. His 4th TD grab of the season. Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one a first down. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. Broncos, go.
Now, faking the give. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop. Gets in to bring him down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. That is where you don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he won't get away. Good tackle there to get him down behind the line.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that, but these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space, and he killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
Smith and Jigba has it on that out route, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
At the
Let's go
21-yard
now.
line.
19, Tiger.
Again, here comes Blue. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward, and will give him 4 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but That's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Through, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third, and he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pick up a 17 and a very quick first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on and really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Throwing on second down, Williams. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Open man is Jennings. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. Williams to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Atwell. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Raider first down.
16 yards. First down, Raiders.
To throw is Williams. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
He pulls it in around the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Riker now to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Will Riker to kick off.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. They are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. Here we go. One final play. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. And that's now 4